So I want to show you a CircleCI application that is driven from GitHub. So when I, for example, refresh this file, index.html, that it will trigger CircleCI to both test if there is a test on that file, but also deploy to AWS. So this is the file on AWS. It's in an S3 bucket called Tango bucket on S3, and when we hit this, it refreshes the page and randomly chooses a color. So that's what this HTML file does. If we look at, okay, here's index.html. It's a simple HTML script. Here we choose a random number that chooses a color, and we just write that line to the document and also hello world. So that's very simple. But what I want to happen when I change this file and commit it back up to GitHub, I want it to be deployed. So to do that, we're going to use CircleCI. So let me show you CircleCI. So you'll need to obviously get a username. I've done that already, and it'll allow you to see all your possible files, all your projects. So for example, we can see all of our projects here on John Tango, which is my GitHub, and I've set some of them to be active projects. The rest where we set up the project here are inactive. So here are all my repos. What I want to do is on this repo, so in GitHub, I have that code, that index.html. So let's go, here it is, S3 color demo, just that single file. Basically, that's that file. And I've also got a .circle file. Let me show you here. So here under .circle, I've got a config YAML file. And what I'm doing on that is telling it how to build this on S3, AWS S3. I need to set up access keys to be able to allow Circle to access this S3 bucket. So I'll take you through that, how we set up those keys. We need to set these up. And so let's go to CircleCI. But let me first, I'm going to make a change and show you it running on CircleCI. So CircleCI is going to execute this, all of this, and in particular it's going to sync with my S3 bucket and copy the file to S3 Tango bucket. That's the name of my bucket, but it'll copy all of this. The dot signifies from wherever this is, so it's going to copy this. Okay, so that's how it works. Let's go to Circle and see. So here on CircleCI, now when we go to this, you can see the last one was a success. And I'll just show you if we, so you'll see it's now running. And if we go and have a look at it, so it's spun up the environment, it's checked out the code. So basically it's pulling the code from GitHub. So let's check out of the code. Now it's installing the AWS command line interface that it needs. So it did that. Then it configured the access key ID and the region, etc. And it deployed to S3. So it did all those things that we want, driven from CircleCI. And if we go to this again, Here I didn't make a change, but let's go through this whole cycle and make a change. Instead of hello world, let me go to index here. Instead of hello world, let's do hello earthling, another of my favorites. I'll save it. Okay, so that's now saved. Now I need to go through and push. So now I want to do this, add, commit, and push. So that's getting pushed up. So I made that change. Let's go and see here the build. So this one is running. So you remember I've made the change from hello world to hello earthling. So this is still running, it hasn't deployed yet. There we are, success. So now if I go to AWS, I'm going to hit my AWS S3 bucket. Hello earthling. So we've gone through that whole sequence of moving from my local machine up to GitHub, then to CircleCI, and CircleCI deploys to AWS. So that's quite slick. Okay, that's all for now.